Happy whatever day of the week it is. I believe it is Thursday. And that means that it is something that starts with a TH. Maybe it's the throwback. Maybe we should like and be younger.
Maybe not. Maybe we'll just deal with what we are, how we are. It is my friend Bill's 60th birthday today.
What? How does anybody make it to 60?
Milestone birthday.
How does anybody
for someone as irritating as Bill?
Is it a surprise party?
I hope not.
Me too.
And so we will be celebrating him tonight. So looking forward to going and spending the evening with them.
I can't wait to give him the bumps.
I don't think you will be giving him the bumps. Good morning, Clem.
In case you don't know what the bumps are, which is uniquely Canadian, you'd have 4 human beings that would grab an arm or a leg, preferably one each, and you throw them up in the air and you drop them, and then you call a chiropractor to fix any damage that was done by the people who gave them the bumps. Hello, Kevin. And that, unfortunately, is a very Canadian thing to do, give the bumps.
Well, but only to children. They very seldom do it to adults.
Sounds like fun, though, for the chiropractor.
Yeah.
So our chiropractor, I should be going to, but I haven't been because I've had really sore neck up here for the last 3 months.
All he does is whine about it instead of making an appointment to go to the chiropractor. I
made an appointment before we went to Texas.
1.
And it still hurt.
1.
Yeah. I remember going to see another chiropractor here, and when he adjusted up there, my arms couldn't move for a while, and tons of pain.
Did you stand there like this?
I look like a scarecrow. No, I look like a scarecrow.
Good morning, Karen. Happy Thursday.
Or maybe I was on the front of the Titanic, and I'm like, hold me. I don't remember what the line was.
I want you to stop.
Had to bring in the tire this morning because it had a bulge on it. Guy says 350 pesos, we can fix it. I'm still concerned because the tire, which we rely on with our life, it's going to be not correct anymore. So maybe we should get new tires.
I don't think he would have fixed it if he didn't think it would be fixed, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But our question is apparently there is some sort of key that unlocks the spare underneath the truck, and we have no idea what that key would even look like. We just found out about it today because this is a used truck that we bought. We have not had to change a tire yet. And so we are trying to, I'm going to have to look it up, obviously, although I have showings after, and I don't know. Are you coming with me to the showings?
I don't think so. Good morning, Kathy from stormy Vancouver. How long is this storm going to last there? Because we've been hearing nothing but rain and wind and all kinds of stuff from that part of the world. Just very strange. I mean, for us, when it rains during rainy season, it's just kind of like for an hour or 2 a day, normally. Lisa says, hi, see you soon.
Awesome.
Hello,
when do you
Lisa.
get here, Lisa? Did you pay him already?
I did not pay him.
Okay, so I'll have to do that.
So this guy, it's going to take 3.5 hours to get the tire fixed. It isn't the Goodyear spot. It's the spot after the Goodyear spot.
It's a little kind of hole in the wall. There's a few businesses on this little strip.
On your way to Vallarta.
One is...
And the whole thing is going to be 350 pesos. But because he couldn't unlock the tire, he gave us another tire to drive on.
He gave us a spare that we will return it.
Kathy says it will last until next May. I'm sorry, Kathy. That's terrible.
I'm hoping you're not talking about the tire or the storm.
I think she means the storm.
I know.
Now, our rains, like I said, normally during the summer, it rains in the evening while we're sleeping, I guess the night time. And that really takes the humidity and the heat down. And during like January, end of December, we'll have a rain also. That one is the one that can last a long time, like for 24 hours or whatever. We've seen it all, man.
Oh, Lisa. Okay, I'm like, I didn't put the last name together, Lisa. Yes, we are meeting at our place at our office at 11. I'm just so confused. I'm like, we're meeting at our place at 11. What?
That's pretty much her.
Yes.
Unfortunately, no alcohol or anything in here.
It's just coffee.
It's just coffee. So, of course, it takes her a few minutes to get lit up, if you know what I mean.
So, yes, we are meeting at 11.
I tried the 360 camera today to hook up to see if I could. Still can't figure it out. So it's just going to be a while. And I'm thinking it might be the cable, because the cable may not be fast enough for the data.
Speaking of the cable, friends of ours gave us a
Margaritaville. We love them. Thank you so much.
And so we played with it last night. I was going to call or email them today to let them know that
it works.
It works, and it was fun.
It
was a bit of a learning curve because I only read part of the instructions, not all of them.
Even though every time we go to Canada, Christie's cousin has one, and they
don't make me do them. I just sit there, and all of a sudden my glass is filled again.
So now there's different margaritas, vills, and stuff. This one here, you put in the ice in the top, and it shaves it all up, and then you have a reservoir in the back that I think you pour stuff in first.
I really think that reservoir is just to catch the dripping ice.
Really?
I don't think, because it was full of water, and we had used that stuff. So I don't think that it's usable for. I don't think I used it for what it was supposed to be.
To be clear, I said, I want you to download the instruction manual. She's like, oh, I did.
I didn't. I did download, and I read part of them.
You didn't read the whole thing, because they kept saying, well, maybe you'd figure this out. No. You don't know.
Well, the opening part, yeah, I had read it. There was no better instructions.
You don't know.
I read it, and I read it again.
But you never read how to operate the damn thing.
Well, that was just put the ice in, and I did glance over it.
She's like, well, how do you do this? How do you do this? And I'm like, look at the manual or a YouTube video. There's tons of YouTube videos.
He doesn't know how to get this connected.
Don't bring my crap into this. This is your crap we're talking about, not my crap. He spent
way more money on this than I did on a free margarita machine. And I even made my own margarita mix. So it was just the cost of my tequila.
Give me my camera back.
So, are you going to keep complaining, or do I drop it?
Don't you dare drop that. I think it would be fine, though.
I'm pretty sure it's in a little Pelican case.
And it's a little Pelican case, and it's also got foam and stuff in here. Yeah. I think it'll be fine.
Dripping, yes. It is for dripping ice, not drinking ice. I get it, Jolene. And that is what I determined last night. So in my
defense of not reading it?
In my foolishness of not reading it.
Oh my gosh, you've admitted it.
Fully.
Okay, wow. I don't even know who you are anymore.
I thought,
she may grow up.
I saw this little spout, so I'm thinking maybe this spout
sucks out. Even if that spout doesn't go in the stuff by vacuum.
We're doing the ice, and it does the ice, and it does really good shaved ice or like really fine ice. And I'm looking and I'm like, but how is the mix supposed to get in there?
Guys, you can't even make this up. This is what I live with every single day. Don't you dare. Actually, where's this? Oh, it's right here.
Good morning, Jim.
Hello, Jim. Good morning.
From Victoria.
From Victoria. I hope you're not having that terrible weather that we're hearing about. Now, is it something that is regular weather that just is extra harsh right now?
Is it just Victoria's weather?
I don't know.
Does it just kind of suck there?
So we have 2 offers going in today, and I think both of them are going to be accepted. So that's a good day. And also, Christie is showing stuff a little bit later on. Lisa, you're meeting at the office. I think I'll go too, because I do need to get a haircut today, because if you haven't noticed, hair's off to the side. That means
But you know what? I kind of like it like this.
Does it make you hot?
No.
Come on.
So, Jolene, Christie. Shut up, Jolene.
Jim says, OMG, it's raining so hard.
Ew.
Yeah,
so Donna Nelson, good morning. Jen, thank you. She said we both look great.
Thank you.
My husband insists that Patron is pronounced with a soft O, but I say it's a hard O.
Patron.
Hard O. It is Patron. Patron.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But then it would have
It's not Patron.
accent.
It does have an accent. Patron does have an accent.
Oh, then yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
If the O has an accent on it, then that is the hard one. She says, yeah, it is. So it is Patron.
So I happen to have
heavy on the O.
A beautiful bottle of Patron. It was a gift from an agent.
And I think you can see here that little thing on the O.
This.
Because normally in Spanish, in a word like this with 2 syllables, it would be the first, the second last syllable, which is the heavy one, unless there's a little thing on it, and that means it's heavy on the O. So heavy on the O for Patron.
And Jen, I knew who you were. I recognized the name.
Oh, so let's see here. I think we open it up like this, right?
Yeah, you just pull the top off.
Look at that. So there. And it's
a nice pretty little box, yeah.
Here, hold on. Here we go. Oh my. It looks like the mice have been in here, honey.
Damn mice.
And here's the box, and it comes with a little thing at the bottom. And we're not going to drink this. Oh, look at this. It's got little protectors.
Pads to keep it,
for the glass.
So this was a gift from an agent who unfortunately stood me up. And the day that she did it, I'd been stood up already. And hers was, don't put it on the edge because it'll get knocked over.
There we go.
I would cry if that broke. So she felt very sorry about the fact that she had booked 3 showings with me that afternoon and forgot to let me know. Her clients canceled and she forgot to let me know. And it was something that I wouldn't have expected from this agent in particular. So she very thoughtfully bought me a bottle of Patron.
She's a good agent. And I mean,
she is a good agent, yes.
And that was the thing that surprised us the most. So to get this, it's like, oh, she's still a great agent. So we love her. So that's fantastic. Now, how much is that Patron in Mexico?
That Patron, I think at Costco, it's like 700 pesos. So
about 35 American,
42,
43 Canadian, in that area.
And so it is Patron. Okay, so that is Patron. That is how it's pronounced. Michael Gall, good morning. Jolene is saying that we can test your skills December 3rd after we get our visa. We got our appointment set. Well, guess what else December 3rd is? Our anniversary, 33 years.
In the house.
No, 33.
I thought you went gangsta.
33 years. I'm trying to figure out where the camera is. 33 years.
If you'd always look in the camera, you'd know exactly. It's right there, honey.
Oh, I know where the damn camera is. I wanted to know where the actual, because I was leaning over.
This is what Christie always does. She starts this and then she's like, oh, damn, I look good. That's what she does.
I do.
33 years. Yeah, baby. Thanks, Jim. It feels like...
And he is so lucky he's still alive.
They say it feels like 5 minutes.
Underwater.
Oh.
So, yeah, celebration December 3rd. I'm in.
What are we going to do?
Celebrate. I'm thinking coulis for dinner and then margaritas at the Forget House.
We're going to have a lot of margaritas. So, whoever is in town right now, you are invited tomorrow evening to our house. You have to call us or email Christie. Still have a few spots available. We have
a few spots available, and they're going fast.
No, we have the guys from the Birria Tacos on the street. Good morning, Leslie. They're going to be at our house.
God morning to you too, Jeff. God morning. He corrected it to good morning, but
Jeff will be here for the party.
Murderers don't do 33 years. Hey, Larry, cállate.
What does that mean?
If you know your joke, if I would have murdered someone, I'd have been released in 25 years instead of marrying you. Yeah. That's what he's implying.
That was my 25th.
So Larry's not invited to our anniversary celebration.
It was the 25th and the 30th, I believe, when I realized that had I killed somebody, I'd have been out of jail by then. Of course, I'd have missed a great, fantastic, amazing life with my lady friend here. And Christie, too.
Good answer, except for that last part. So we went yesterday.
Where?
And we looked, after we got our tire looked at, because so I found out that Mark's, of course, everybody knows that they were closing, and they were also selling off all their stuff. Now, unfortunately, I didn't find out about it until just yesterday. They didn't advertise it; they just put a sign out because they knew people would come. And so by the time I saw it yesterday, got home, did a couple calls that we had to do, and then went back. And I don't know when they started this sale to sell off some of their stuff. But anyways, long story short,
all the good stuff was gone.
There was, no, we got some good stuff, but lots of the stuff was gone. We did get 2 nice pieces of furniture, potentially a third, that we will put in our new office because we really want to do something a little more Mexican, nothing modern. So that's kind of what we're working for. So these pieces will fit in perfectly.
Now the hostess's station, which looks like a lectern for a pastor, is also available. We should get that and just stand out on the street and just talk about the joys of Mexico real estate. That's what we can do. What?
Cecilia laughed at you. Oh. So then after that we went and got the tire looked at, and then we went to a wood place, and they have a couple of shelving units that I will probably buy that will fit in with the more rustic theme.
I believe that was more of a furniture place, a wood furniture place than a wood place.
Oh yeah, it was a furniture place.
And we also stopped by the pool place.
And that was where I was going at the finale.
Oh, okay. So what was the biggest surprise at the pool place?
How cheap it really is for those. We're probably going to install a fiberglass pool in our yard. And it was a lot more affordable than I thought it would be, even with the saltwater filtration system, which we want. So
all in, so it's a 6 meter by 3 meter pool. It has steps on one end and a chair on the other, like a bench. All in, including all the mechanical and stuff. You've got 3-year warranty on the mechanical. You've got a 15-year warranty on the pool. And it's 23,000 pesos or 230,000 pesos, which is about $1,500 or $11,000, $12,000 US. But that includes everything. And in 5 days, if they've got it on hand, it can be installed.
Yeah, La Taquilera has closed already. They just announced that they were closing, but they're not opening for the season at all. I called because Jolene was in town and we wanted to go, and they were already closed. So they aren't opening for the season at all.
It's a shame how many restaurants have closed. And we've heard from some of the owners that this was just a brutal
for
disease.
restaurants.
Restaurant is terrible.
Yeah, because people were just too scared to go in. And when people order out, which a lot of these restaurants had that option, they don't order as much, right? They're not ordering the drinks. They're not ordering the appies. So they'll order their meals. So the staff, it breaks my heart. All these restaurateurs that have had some really difficult times.
Now, Dallas found a great way around it, and you can actually get your drinks to go. Mm-hmm. So you can go there and have. Well,
here they can too. Of course they can, but I think most people don't think to do that.
Well, you did.
Of course I did. And when did I do it?
When we used to go to the whale tours, and you would get your margaritas in the morning.
Felipe at
to-go margaritas in the morning, like coffee for some people. Margaritas for Christie.
Yeah, that's fine. So Jolene is saying that it's your new job, Pastor John. And Jeff said he could see you behind that podium, John. You should get it. Shut up, Jeff.
Thank you. And I would be preaching about Mexico Live. That's what I would do.
Anyways, yeah. So sad about lots of the restaurants that are struggling and having issues. Not cool. And
this season, I think a lot of these people will regret not being in business if you can do that, because this season is it is going to be so incredibly busy and crazy here. Real estate, everything is going crazy right now. It's going to be nuts when the Canadians and the Americans are here.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I have really not much to talk about. I mean, there's always something to talk about. I just can't think of it. I do need to work on the map, the Bucerius map. I really need to get that worked on today, I think.
What do you want to do? What do you think you want to do with it?
Well, I need to fix all the streets that are blocked and closed on
Is
the
there
map.
a lot?
I don't know. But I think some stuff is opened. Because there used to be like block offs and stuff, and you couldn't go this way or that way. And I think they fixed a lot of that.
Oh, thanks, Jolene. If we do the fiberglass pool, we do not need. They install it. They come and they prep the ground, but we're going to need the pad around it, right? A little deck, and then we're really seriously thinking of starting our casitas right away too.
Yeah. The accountant and the lawyers have given us some great ideas. Kevin says, take care of the ants. Not yet. Apparently, they found some new stuff this morning. I still haven't put any of that stuff outside. Yeah. The rain wrecks the diatomaceous earth, so the moment the rain happens...
Well, it washes it out. It doesn't wreck it, but it washes it out. Take care of the ants, yeah.
Leslie says if they allowed her on a plane, she'd be down here right away.
What did you do now, Leslie, that they won't allow you on the plane?
Well, and I think we've talked about this previously. Esposa is wife. Esposas, handcuffs. That just makes sense to me.
I'm really not sure what his point is. And spending money.
Thanks, Leslie. They need your money
They do. They really do.
Ha ha ha, no shots. So a friend of ours joined a program. Some Irish ladies have a program where you have to be unvaccinated because they want to track how that works. And you get a card and stuff. So that's an interesting idea. I think I would like to be a part of that.
We don't know how effective it'll be to do anything.
No, but I still think, how the hell, like right now with the 5 to 11-year-olds, yesterday they voted, or the day before, to give children this. And the guy who was running the show said, hey, we have to experiment on them. What? Like, they want to experiment on children and using that verbiage. It is terrifying what the hell is going on right now. Terrifying. And I really think it's more than an experiment, unfortunately.
So Jolene is saying we should talk about temporary visas.
Well,
that's a very long conversation.
And it's not a temporary. It's a temporal. And temporal is seasonal.
That means you're living here seasonally and you're getting a visa to live here seasonally.
So you've got a permanente and a temporal and a tourist visa.
Or live here for a season, maybe. Not seasonally, but for a season. Because what they want you to do is go from your temporal to a permanente.
Yeah, after 4 years.
And there's so many things you have to qualify back home or out of Mexico. You can go and do it anywhere, and you have to qualify for it out of Mexico. Come January, it sounds like they're going to be raising the minimum wage in Mexico again, which means that the qualification for foreigners to get their visas is going to be a little higher again.
Who told you that?
Sonia Diaz.
Oh. So yeah, you better get if you want to do this, do it now, because it's only going to get a little harder. But yeah, so the temporal visa, you can do anything in Mexico. You can buy property, you can buy vehicles, you can do all that stuff, except you can even have a foreign-plated vehicle.
Yes.
Which is nice. And then the problem is that when you become a permanente, you can't have a foreign-plated vehicle. It has to be out of the country, gone.
So there is someone right now on Facebook. She's Canadian. She's going permanente next week or next month, whenever it is.
Is this the Kia lady?
And she's trying to sell her car. Now,
I don't think she can do that.
My understanding has always been she cannot. Yeah. Some people are saying she can. So I hope that whoever buys that car really does their due diligence. I mean, it's a great car, and I'm not trying to stop this potential sale, but I'm just hoping that it doesn't bite someone, because if it's illegal and it gets confiscated, they're out of luck.
Yeah.
And that would be unfortunate. But no, so a temporary visa is something that you should have, because again, according to Sonia Diaz, and she does a lot of visa tramites and stuff like that. She is saying that people are being deported, like lots of people are being deported because they are overstaying their 180 days. Also, for people that they've seen that are coming back and forth, they're not doing 180 days anymore. Some of them are only getting like 10. And so some people are going to hope that they can ask forgiveness, not permission. And I don't think that right now in what's going on, I don't think that that's a good idea. I think that whoever wants to come down and spend time in Mexico, you really, really need to do your due diligence. You really need to make sure, because if they deport you, there is a set number of years, and I don't know if it varies. I don't know what the penalty is, but between being deported, which you just get picked up and you're gone, um, there's a time limit where you cannot come back into the country. So who wants that?
I can't even imagine that.
I know, right? No. So it's a thing. It's a real thing. Michael Gall is saying that any real advantages in going from a resident permanente to being a Mexican citizen and getting citizenship.
Now that is an interesting question.
In my opinion, this is just my opinion, I don't think there is.
In my opinion, there is.
Because
for business. If you're going to have a business, you can buy and sell property almost instantly. You don't have to wait for 2 months to 3 months.
But you still have to have the cash.
You still have to have the cash. But, for me, it's just fast. It's just faster. And I think you have a better option.
But it depends on what you want to do. I don't think that, I don't think for most people that it's going to be a benefit to be a citizen.
Yeah, then you also have to live under Mexico's laws, which that can or cannot be.
And once you're a citizen, and if you get in trouble, you cannot say, I'm an American, don't do this to me. You can't do it. Or a Canadian. So that's another thing. So that again, Michael, I would have to say you really need to do your research. Decide why, because once you're a permanente, you don't have to renew your visa. So once you're a permanente, you're here. So why would you consider becoming a Mexican citizen? That, I guess that would be, will it benefit you? And if you are doing it for business purposes, you really should talk to your accountant, your lawyer, make sure that it will make as big a difference because I think as an American, you can't have dual citizenship either.
I'm pretty sure there's lots of
unless you're born in another country.
Yeah, but they don't make you give up your Mexican heritage and citizenship to be an American.
I know, but do they I thought I was under the understanding that they did for
mind Americans, you, there's so many Americans giving up their citizenship now.
Yeah.
It might be worth it because they just tax you even in retirement.
And this is the last question we can do because I got to go because I am meeting Lisa and Jean. Does that mean snowbirds won't be able to do that anymore? Or are you talking about staying 180 days across the border and back? Yes. It's 180 days in a calendar year. Now, I don't know how many years they will allow that even. I am totally unclear on this. This is just things that I've been reading according to Sonia Diaz, so I trust the source, but I haven't delved into it deeply at this point in time. Mostly just because I have so much other stuff going on that I need to focus on that first, and then we'll move on to some of these other things. But yeah, so that's it. I'm going to head out, you guys. It was wonderful chatting with you. And again, any questions like Jolene's or anybody else about the car thing, I can't help you. We can't help you with everything, but we can at least steer you to who can help you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Ciao.
We will
Bye.
see you tomorrow.